And they're draft horses, which means they work the fields, they plow tobacco in the spring. And then when they're done plowing tobacco, they come here and this is easy for them. Jane weighs about 2,000 pounds and she can pull 3 times her weight. They're perch on, so they go sort of like Clydesdale, Belgians, perch on in size. We're out of water. Nice cold water. This is Romeo. Hi, Romeo. And that's Tex. And you're going to go on the wagon with Tex. Driver.
I love the driver.
Watch out for that wheel now. Let's go around it.
Yeah, we go around it.
You want to be able to step on those steps and not get behind that wheel.
Okay.
You never know when that horse is going to move a little bit. Okay. This is Jake, your driver.
Yep. Hey, Jake. Jacob? Jake or Jacob?
Either or.
Either or?
Yeah. And your name is
David.
David.
All right. Say it a little bit more distinctly.
Nolan.
Okay, there you go, buddy. Nolan, Julia, and Hannah.
I see you got the water and candy, so we're good to go.
Yeah.
For quite a few miles here.
All right. It's a lot better in this. All right. Watch how we back up.
I'm interested in how you back up.
Yeah, I'm interested in how they back up too.
Bag up.
Nice.
Bag up. They're back.
Yeah, man. All right. Julia? Nolan? There you go. All right, Jake, I read some stuff and I grew up around some of the Amish in Ohio.
Okay.
But my daughter asked me a question about kids participating in sports or being athletic. So, girls or boys do any sports
They're
or
really athletic, but a lot of times they're limited to what they can and can't do. They play baseball. It's kind of frowned upon. And
Are we going? Oh, they're going. So it's frowned upon
but
to
they, you know how young
be
kids
competitive?
are, they're always bouncing a ball. I know I was born and raised on an Amish farm. There were 8 boys and 3 girls in my family. A lot of the times on the Amish farm. When I left the Amish when I was like, 35 or so, I had, my kids were all born, 5 boys and 1 girl, which was really uncommon for that all to take place. So.
Now you do something called rumspring.
Yeah,
is that correct? Rumspringa, is that right?
Yep, I would have never left the Amish from the time I was 16 until I was married, you know. I tried not to get married till I was 30, but it didn't quite work out. And so I had my share of fun. They were my glory days, just like your high school days and everything.
She hasn't got there yet.
No.
Yeah, I know. I noticed yesterday a buggy with turn signals on it. I've never seen that before.
Oh yeah, they have to have turn signals. That's the state law.
Okay.
And lights, well, turn signals, flashers for sure.
All right. I was in college in the mid 80s.
What's that god awful smell? Excuse me. Yeah, go ahead. Whoa, Texter.
All right. Why don't I
Get your name,
sit between the...
Now, Mr. Jacob.
Whoa, this is awesome. Look at that. Get your sister. Let me see your sister. Push up.
tour guide, Jacob Smucker.
All right, Jacob, how you doing today?
I aim to please. It's my pleasure to take you all out on a buggy ride.
Well, we're sleeping at the bed caboose.
What do you ask me?
We're sleeping at the bed caboose.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
How you like that?
And we're leaving today.
Oh. Oh, you guys are early birds.
Yeah, we want to get up before the heat of the day.
All right.
Hold to that. Hold it.
Come on, Dexter. Giddy up. We know how to drive. Let's be moving.
There you go. Oh yeah.
We're gonna have all the water they want.
Hey Jacob, is what's this? We're
That's a coat shop. They've been doing years.
Jacob! Jacob!
One of the many, yes.
This is an awesome ride so far.
Well, I'm glad you liked it.
this kid's gonna steal the show. You ever seen YouTube?
Yes, he watches it all
All right, dude, you're gonna be on YouTube in a couple weeks, okay?
There you go.
If that's okay with them.
Yes.
Right on.
You
Just tell
will.
us how to find it.
All right, we will tell you.
Okay.
Because you're gonna steal the show. Okay, you don't have to be in the show anymore.
Yeah!
She doesn't like me anymore. Okay, all right.
Tight hold.
So you have to tell everybody what your name is then.
Never leave go of my line.
Gerard?
I want him back.
Gerard?
And
Oh,
tell
you
them
gotta
where
get-
you're from.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
No.
Okay, Gerard, don't get all,
Now, you guys listening?
yeah, we're,
Hannah, are you a good kisser? Because you got to kiss at the horse. And the horse has a... Who did the kissing? Did you?
No, I didn't. It just moved on its own.
So a horse has a bit in its mouth. When you pull this way, he goes this way. You got to take a shorter hold. Shorter hold. And he has a tendency going out in the middle of the road, and you can't have that. So you got to constantly pull on this one a little bit. And you're driving really fast. Now the Amish, they like to drive the American standard breds. Because after they're 4 years old, they're pretty much finished with them on the racetrack. Straight back. Gotta be aggressive.
so you take horses that were used as race horses?
Race horses, but after they're 4 years old, they're pretty much finished with them off the racetrack.
But they're not race horses bred by the Amish. They're,
Some Amish breed them, but that's a tough business.
oh yeah.
Yeah, but there's very few that breed them.
They trotters or
Yeah, but like him, he can go like crazy.
Okay.
That's not the type of driving the Amish do. If he wouldn't be gray, he probably would have sold at New Holland auction for like at least $8,000 to $10,000.
Where on this, what the Amish on? That's what they're normally they'll bid for. For an
Yeah,
Amish,
they
you're talking
think
about to be an Amish horse.
Everybody's trying to get the best horse. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Boy, you got a pretty wife.
But
Okay, thank you.
You still married, Jacob?
Yeah, I'm married with 5 boys and a girl.
All right.
Oh my god!
My daughter is like Hannah. She's perfect. So,
Nolan. What's up, buddy?
Hello.
does he
He's
want to, can you scoot over?
There you go. You want to hop?
Does he want to sit
Gerard.
up front?
You
Do a
want-
little bit of
Get up there?
driving?
you want to go up front?
You wanna get up there?
Ride the horse, steer the
Come
horse.
on up here.
Come on, buddy. All right. If you want to,
He's
if you want
always
to,
shy.
come on.
If you can make it up without bumping your head too bad,
Do it, Nolan.
you get ahead
Come on.
up here.
Go.
Watch the water.
Go. No.
Watch
Sorry, this
We
is
can-
an Amish village, but the zoning rules are really strict to where they probably couldn't sell ground off their farm.
All over the world, I'm gonna be on YouTube.
Do you know like Axel and Dad?
No,
That's
not
what you're going to
now.
be on. with
Okay, you heard me
Dad.
give the drill. Never leave go of these, just relax. And I can tell already that he likes you driving because you can always tell a horse by his ears.
Did you see the cow?
And but you didn't even have to kiss at it. You gotta be in control. You take a short hold till you know.
Want to next to me?
on the right, we have tobacco.
Nice. Look at this.
That'll bring 6,000 an acre. Although there's no church rule that says you can't farm tobacco or
Wow, that seems
smoke
odd.
tobacco, just like the English. I forgot to tell you, I don't care where you're from or who you are. To the Amish, you're the English people.
Tobacco
Okay.
smoke.
So I'm going to have to refer to you as the English people.
We're not the plain people?
A cigarette
No.
smoke.
I was reading something and it said plain people.
Okay.
All right, so we'll handle the English people.
Well, even though there's no rule that you can't smoke tobacco or farm tobacco, just like the English people, you've got to be in control there. Just like the English people, it's kind of frowned upon, you know? And I remember the Amish, they have their church in the homes, they also have their weddings in the homes, they also have their funerals in the homes. We were allowed to smoke when we were 16. We didn't know that it was bad to smoke. So us young guys, before we go into the church services on the farm, we'd all light up our pipes and cigarettes and cigars. Time we knew we must have smelled like a bunch of burnt logs going into the church services. Now that would be kind of frowned upon. But get your name already. Nolan Ryan.
You got it, buddy.
You're doing a really good job, by the way. I'm not really supposed to let anybody drive, but because I'm such a good driver, you don't need to worry about me. Just don't you leave go of my lines and let them drop out of the buggy or anything. Got to keep him over.
Well, since
notice
the
that I'm
Amish
not
probably
using the
don't watch
brakes.
YouTube, they won't know anyway.
When I'm not using the brakes, then it comes back a little bit. Because that thing there around his push, that helps hold the buggy back. See how it's to the shafts there? You pull back. Here on the left we have marijuana, believe it or not. This is the first year that you would have seen that. And I just hope that them drug people don't take advantage of the Amish. They say that brings a little bit more than tobacco, but I'm just curious to know what all they have to do, how much labor is really involved. Because there is an awful lot of labor with tobacco. But inside that dairy barn there, you'll see 80 head of cattle. And they'll be expected to milk between 80 and 100 pounds per cow.
What?
So they just push them cattle for all they have. Now out there, what you see there, the heifers and the dry cows. A cow is just like a mother. When it has a baby, that's when it gives the most milk. Okay, pull back and let him walk.
What's a dry cow?
A dry cow is a cow that is ready to give birth to a calf.
Okay.
And so then, if that cow has a heifer calf, meaning a girl calf, then they'll wait till it's 2 years old, and they'll either artificial inseminate her, or if the bull's too heavy, why they'll artificial inseminate, and if not, they'll wait till she's in standing heat and run the bull in with her, and then 9 months later, she'll have a baby calf. And so it just keeps taking that cycle. And I was hoping you don't ask what happens to the cows that they can't breed, or the bull calves. That's probably what you had when you had McDonald's for lunch that Sunday.
We ate it for dinner.
Okay, now, you don't need to do a whole lot with this. Just kind of tug on this. Are you a good kisser? You kiss at him. Kiss at him real loud.
There you go. Good job.
Good job, Lola.
Forgot to check for shark claws.
Right. What?
Shark claws.
Shark doesn't bite himself.
Is it fun?
Oh, we're going fun.
Way to take us off the road, Nolan.
A ride?
Keep that horse on its course. But can't we please get
Country.
talk him or her or you in to do a little bit of driving?
Yeah. Julia.
It's
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
No.
All right.
Whoa! let's kind of get rid of these two, but I gotta put you over the
says-
seat, believe it or not.
He says, whoa, and the horse stops.
Okay, let's make this as quick as we can.
Okay, hop. Anna, hop.
Go up there?
I can't hop.
Yes, you can.
Gerard, you want to go up?
Okay, give me stuff.
Gerard,
No.
you can
Jeez.
sit in the middle.
Whoa.
Ronnie.
Okay, we gotta do
Go.
this quick.
Go.
Wanna go? Wee.
Okay, stand up.
All right. You never know what's going. These horses are going to do next. Whoa.
Go ahead, I'll get it for you.
Oh, thank you. There, let's
If he wants
Yeah,
to,
he doesn't
he
wanna
put that
go
in
up.
there. We don't need it right now, okay?
Look, you want to sit in the middle? Okay.
Water's everywhere.
Okay, now you take the one.
Move back. Nolan,
And the other hand,
Nolan.
you just
You want
relax.
to sit in the middle?
move back.
You didn't even have to pitch, did you?
Next year.
And you,
Sorry.
That's right, that's right.
he has a bit in his mouth when you pull that
Phoenix.
way. That tells him to go that way. You gotta slow down.
You gotta be used to
By way of Ohio. I grew up in Ohio. I went to college in Ohio, so I was around the Amish,
And kind of put more
and so we
attention
were
on
back
this.
visiting family. So,
Keep him over it.
so we
But
drove
you always
over
gotta
from there,
respect
not
the
from
traffic.
Phoenix. We flew in,
And now we're in Pennsylvania.
and now we're in Pennsylvania, and we're heading to Delaware after this, and Washington D.C.
Oh, nice. That's
These standardbreds, for some reason, have
Pick the
a
hot
pull
weed.
to the left.
Well,
Leave
we
loose a
didn't have
little
much
bit.
choice. The kids are
So
back
we
in
let
school
them
in
go.
2.5 weeks.
Try and keep
August
it right
7th.
at that speed.
Wow, our kids don't
Good
go back
job.
till September.
It's not that exciting though, is it?
Right after Labor Day. Labor Day, like the third.
I've ridden one before.
Did you?
That's because you get out earlier. When do you get out?
Anyway, the Amish,
May
they started
23rd.
in the early
That's why they don't get out
1600s.
till the last day of
If he wants to
June.
walk, let him walk.
Oh.
They started by the name of Jacob Almond. Now, I don't care for him that much because he's the reason I'm excommunicated. But the Mennonites and the Amish, they tell me in a book I read, they split because of the excommunication. Jacob Almond was so strict, and also he was strict because he was a suit maker, and he made his suits with hooks and eyes, and he thought that everybody should wear a hook and eye suit. What a materialistic,
Probably said
you know
was.
what he was. But
So you were raised Amish.
I was born and raised Amish, and I left the Amish when I was 35. I would have never left the Amish before I was 35 because, you know, they were my glory days. I was having too much fun. You know, I had friends, and I got to
I
dance
know,
with the
we're
Amish
about to go
girls,
faster.
and,
We're about to go faster.
and I was popular, and you know how the glory days are.
Don't you have more freedom if you left it though? When you were in your teens?
Not really. I mean,
Because
you
then
know,
you
the
could
Amish are just 1 of 7 billion on the face of the earth. They're really not. They're very family oriented, but
Yes, they are.
some of the history, you know, I'd almost have to start with a guy back. I seen this on the History Channel back in the 1400s, mid 1400s. He said he's going to rewrite the Bible that every plowboy in the world can read and understand it. Before that, they didn't really have the Bible. The priests had it, especially the Catholic priests, and then they would supposedly get the presence of the Lord by reading the Bible, and they'd spread it to the people. But it made a fairly corrupt religion. Well, this guy had no idea how he's going to reform the world and Christianity as we know it today. So, you know, people started reading the Bible and they started getting their own belief.
Yes.
With that came severe persecution with the Methodists, Presbyterians, Amish, Mennonites, and so they wanted to settle this nation. And King George owed William Penn a lot of money. So he says, I can't pay you, but if you help us settle America, that'll be your payment. So the Amish, William Penn, he loved the Amish because he was Quaker. A lot of the churches, even the Amish, weren't that much different than the English people or the, you know, the bulk of Christianity. But what happens, the Amish really got severely persecuted. They were burned at the stake and beheaded for their belief. So William Penn promised them they could have freedom of religion, separation of church and state, and they wouldn't have to bear arms. So they were so burnt out Christians that they came to this land. It was all full of trees, and they were as big as round as Texter was there. And so they cut the trees down, but they just wanted to live in big long lanes. They wanted to be completely separated from the world. They didn't want their children to play and mingle with the English children or Methodists or anything. And I think with that, it allowed Satan to close the mouth of the prophets to where even this day they do very little evangelist. But boy, that doesn't mean they're not a really sweet people, because they coordinate buses to go down and help with the hurricanes.
Yeah.
If your wife dies, you can guarantee they'll help you pay for the funeral, even if you're on the you know, if they see a need there. And so what a beautiful, unique people they are. So if you feel like the Holy Spirit might be hovering over them cornfields, or maybe even around the buggy, I don't want to be superstitious, but there's a peace about it here. I'm not sure why the tourists come here. There's really not that much to do except eat the food and take a horse and buggy ride, but they seem to really enjoy this area. And thank you. And,
Well, we love it so much
So
we're
what
trying to buy a house here.
Everybody thinks we're crazy. Look
No,
for a
this
second.
is-
We've been coming here since the 70s.
yeah, but look around you. I mean, it's green everywhere, but you know, then there's a bad side to that. Everything you see grown here will be fed to the cattle and turned into milk. And it used to be back when my district, when I was going to church, you know, my younger years, they were all farmers except one or two. There's usually 40 to 60 in the district. And so they were all farmers but one or two. Now there's no farmers except one or two people.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was a pleasure.
Yay.
Thank you, Jacob.